Now turn to page 2 in your piano booklet. On page 2, on the left side, you're going to have word bank. There are going to be words explained to you that you need to navigate through your sheet music. On the very top, you have a word staff. Staff consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. We always count the lines from the bottom to the top. This is your line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and spaces in between. This is your first space, second space, third, and fourth space. Lines will always be given to you, so you really don't need to draw them, but you need to know what staff is. At the beginning of the staff, you're going to have a clef. The top staff is going to have treble clef. This is your treble clef, and this is your treble clef. Treble clef is going to be used for you to identify notes for the right hand. So the moment you see this clef, this is your right hand. How you draw treble clef. All right. You're going to go to the second line, and as if you were drawing a circle, you're going to go to the right, top, and bottom. Try it again. Top and bottom. You can also start from the bottom if that makes it easier for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. At the bottom, you're going to have bass clef. Bass clef is used to identify notes in the left hand. You have bass clef here. Also, you have bass clef right here. That's your bass clef too. How you draw bass clef? Bass clef starts with the fourth line, as if you were drawing a heart. This is your first half of the heart. This is your second. Of course, you're not drawing the half, so heart, so you're going to leave only one half. Again, try again. Don't forget about the 2 dots that go between, on the top at the bottom of the fourth line. Try again. Good job. Again, your drawings don't need to be perfect. This is not art class. These 2 clefs, treble and bass, are going to be joined. We'll call it simply grand staff, top and the bottom line. In your music, you're going to have space between lines. That space between lines will be called measure. This is your measure, and this is your measure. You also have a bar line. Will be line dividing measures. This is your bar line, and this is your bar line. At the end, you're going to have 2 bar lines, 2 bars. The reason is for you to know that this signifies the end of the piece. So your song number 1 has 8 measures. At the end of the 8th measure, you have 2 lines, 2 bar lines. What notes do you need to know? What are the names of the notes and where do they come from? Look below at the keyboard. You have already learned that the key that's located 15th is called middle C. That's your MC. The names of the notes come from the first 7 letters of the alphabet. If you were to say the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you'll see this is my A, this is my B, C, D, E, F, G. After G, you're going to have A again, not in the alphabet, but in music, B, C. If you don't know the name of the next key, you can simply guess. In alphabetical order, it will be a D, E, so on and so forth. How do the names of the notes correspond the names of the keys correspond with the names of the notes. Your middle C is below the first line on the staff. That's your middle C. Your D is right below the first line of the staff. Your E is on the first line of the staff. F is on the first space, and G is on the second line. It does not matter whether the note is shaded or whether it's left blank, empty. What matters is whether it's on the line or on the space. This note is on the second line, and in the treble clef, it will always be your G. This is your treble clef again. In the bass clef, I'm going to change the color for bass clef. In the bass clef, the names of the notes are a little different. They also derive from 7 letters of the alphabet. This is your C, B, A, G, and F. So middle C is for the right and left hand is the same key. However, as you go to the left, on top of the fifth line, it's B. On the fifth line, it's A. On the fourth space is G. On the fourth line is F. These are the first few notes in music that you absolutely must know to learn how to play.